What do you say I give you a tour, show you around Super Nintendo World today? Here is the portal into Super Nintendo World. It is the closest portal to the front of the park, and there are 3 different ways though to get inside of the world. There's actually 2 warp pipes. This is the main one, but it's going to take you up escalators. If you turn to the right through there, that's going to take you through another warp pipe, but it's going to be to the elevators. So for those who have a stroller, or maybe they have to be in a wheelchair or a scooter, you want to take this way because it's going to lead you to the elevators right there. But there's also some stairs right next to the elevators. Now I'm going to show you the non-warp pipe way. To the right of the portal is a way to enter Super Nintendo World without going through a warp pipe. You want to go in between the portal and the Super Nintendo store right over here. Just go this way by the fountain, and this way is going to take you to the ground level of Super Nintendo World. It's multiple levels to this world. The main warp pipe and the warp pipe with the elevators are going to take you to the second level of Super Nintendo World, while this way is going to get you into the world at the ground level. Couple attractions on the ground level and stuff to do on the second level through the main warp pipe. But this way also has elevators to get you to the second level. And now I'm going to take you the way most people go, which is through the warp pipe with the escalators. So now we're back at the portal, and like Mario says, here we go through the main warp pipe just ahead. And I think I'll just be quiet now and let you enjoy your trip through. This will actually take us inside of Princess Peach's castle. Like so. So we're actually inside Peach's castle now. And we are on the second level of Super Nintendo World. To your right, that is going to be Princess Peach meet and greet. Be aware there's a lot going on in this Super Nintendo World. I'll do my best to give you the tour so you have your bearings when you visit, but we are on the second level. One main attraction up here that's straight ahead, that's Bowser's Castle. Plenty of stuff to do along the way. Very, very helpful if you have a power-up band. Bowser's Castle is home to one of the main rides here in Super Nintendo World, Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. Height requirement for this ride is 40 inches. Any guest under 40 inches cannot ride. Children between 40 inches and 48 inches must have a supervising companion. I've been on this ride several times, and it is more fun than I thought it would be. When you get off of the ride, you will exit through Mario Motors. This is the main store in Super Nintendo World. Anything you want Mario related, you're probably going to find in here, including the power-up bands, which come in handy when visiting the Super Nintendo World. Several characters to choose from with the power-up bands. They are around $45. You can also purchase those power-up bands at the main store at the front of Epic Universe. Shirts, cups, plushes, hats, and hoodies. So much to show you that I cannot do it in this video. This is a tour video. We'll do a store tour video another day, but for now let's continue around the second level of Super Nintendo World. Right after you walk out of Mario Motors, you have Turbo Boost Treats right to the left. That makes sense, right to the left. Popcorn buckets, Super Mushroom drink bottle, 1-Up mushroom drink bottle, and single serve soda. So get popcorn and soda here. To the right of Turbo Boost Treats, an elevator you may want to be aware of. There are a lot of steps in this world. If you have bad knees, or a kid in a stroller, or a loved one in a wheelchair or a scooter, this is one of the elevators you should know about. As we walk away from Turbo Boost Treats and the elevators, you can see that the second level pretty much takes up about 75% with actual like walking around space. The other 25% of the second level is for Yoshi's Adventure, the ride. Now the entrance to it is on the ground level, which I'll show you in a moment. But I just wanted to let you know you cannot walk around the entirety of the second level. It kind of ends over there by Princess Peach and her meet and greets. So here is an interactive experience known as Bowser Jr. Shadow Showdown. Once you purchase a power-up band and collect 3 virtual keys from across Super Nintendo World, you'll be eligible to engage in a boss battle against King Bowser's son Jr. This is a virtual reality experience. It has you ducking and jumping and squatting in small groups as you engage in combat against Bowser Jr. Once you think you have the 3 keys, you put your power band right here and it will count down 1, 2, 3 with the sound effects, and it will let you in then. For example, right here, see the key? A little game that you play with your power band, and you're pushing things in there, and you can obtain a key from this location. And then as we spin around and go this way, we see another key location, which of course they're indicated by the spinning keys up there. I'll zoom in for you. So this is another key location. But once you collect 3 keys, then you go over there to the interactive Bowser Jr.'s challenge. Okay, trying to get your bearings again. Bowser's Castle. Bowser Jr.'s interactive game is there. This right here, look above there, see that? This is another key game. There's 5 key games in this world. Not all of them are marked. This is one that is unmarked, but you go in there, you play a little game with your power-up band, and you can earn a key in there as well. And of course, all around the world, different things for you to play with and bang on, having your power-up band on. You don't have to bang the actual band. Don't break your power-up band. You can just use your fist. But all types of, oh my gosh, like mystery boxes, POW boxes. You just go around banging stuff. Also, next to the Bowser Jr.'s interactive game, they have these boards here. Kind of like a scoreboard. You can't see because of my shadow, I guess, the glare. But it's by player and by character. So if you have like a Yoshi power-up band, you can see how all the Yoshis are doing, and then how you yourself are ranking for like the day and for like all time. There's really too much of a sun glare to show you the details of it, but it's right here. Trust me, it's a rankings board. Now, you do not have to have a power-up band just to bang on everything like the mystery boxes here. But of course, nothing is being recorded. You're not being ranked if you don't have a power-up band. Places for you to sit when you need a break from playing games. This is another marked key spot. Before I leave this level, I'm going to show you the 5th key area. So let's use this as our marker. So from here, you're gonna walk this way, kind of veer to our left. This way, this little hallway thing. See how it's kind of blue and purple in here. And then you kind of go through this little maze thing. Oh my goodness. So, this is how. Am I gonna find my way back? Another, or your fifth key area. Oh my goodness. Right here, this big bomb is how you get another key. You're getting all this, right? So now we're walking away from Bowser's Challenge, Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, towards Princess Peach's castle. Something I need to show you over here, but also tell you there are no bathrooms on this second level. But there are some elevators. That's where I'm taking you to right now as we go past the castle, past Peach's meet and greet, veer left, and right back this way are some elevators. Leaving the elevators for the stairs. What's wrong with me? Let's take the stairs down to the ground level. There's my first set, a second set of stairs, and here's the third set of stairs. Why did I walk away from the elevators, I'm asking myself. But with this last step, we will be on the ground floor and see an amazing meet and greet happening here. Mario and Luigi, this is their meet and greet area. Also Toad will come out here for a meet and greet. So I showed you the Peach meet and greet, the Mario, Luigi, and Toad area, and eventually we'll get back to Donkey Kong Country and I'll show you where Donkey Kong does his meet and greet. But now, let's give you the tour of the ground area of Super Nintendo World. To the left of the Mario Luigi meet and greet area, Toadstool Cafe, the main dining place here in Super Nintendo World. Of course, along the way, more mystery boxes to pound. A quick look inside. Look, there's the food. They spin in mystery boxes. But we're gonna find a more proper menu for you guys. Chef Toad cooking stuff up for us. Let's watch this stuff go by. Super mushroom soup. A chicken salad. A Mario burger with bacon, mushrooms, and cheese. Pariah plant. Oh, that one moved too fast. A mini burger. A power-up spaghetti marinara. Oh boy. Bowser's Challenge. Oh, we're back to that. We've seen that. Pariah plant caprese. Fire flower spaghetti and meatballs. A Luigi burger, which is a chicken sandwich. Mystery block tiramisu. Mountain bean pole cake. That's the last thing to show you. I'm kind of liking this fireball challenge though. That might be what I go for. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms like on this burger. Now we are exiting Toadstool Cafe. We are going to veer left so I can show you another set of elevators, which are going to be just to the left of the stairs here. Right through this way. Right back there, another set of elevators. Also a place for shaded stroller parking. Continuing clockwise around this circle will lead us to Yoshi's Adventure. I showed you the ride up there on the second level. There it goes, but this is the entrance for it. I will tell you the height requirements, or show it to you actually. 34 inches is the height requirement Guests under 34 inches may not ride. Children between 34 inches and 48 inches must have a supervising companion for Yoshi's Adventure. Basically, Yoshi's Adventure is behind the Mario Luigi meet and greet. So now I'm going to go right on this ground floor and show you. This is an exit to leave the land, which also has another elevator. As we continue around the land, we're gonna run into a store over here as I dodge the traffic. The 1-Up Factory, another Mario shop, Super Nintendo shop. This one looks pretty cool too. This would be the main store that is not an exit through the gift shop after the ride store. It is just 100% a store, not a ride exit. It also has the power-up bands, of course. Pretty cool looking store, or factory I should say. Peach, Mario, Luigi, Toad, Donkey Kong, Bowser. It's pretty much all represented in here. Plushes, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, mugs, all types of stuff. And then there's another portal we can exit through. We entered through that portal. We will exit this way because we want to go to Donkey Kong Country anyway. Which, gonna be right there. But before you get to there, a Coke Freestyle station to our right. And I kind of really like this one because it has, you know, it has the freestyle machines, but counters around here. Nice. I like having the counters around. But let's continue on around Yoshi's Snack Island, which is to the left there. We've got, like I said, the Coke Freestyle to the right, Yoshi Snack Island to the left. But if we go straight ahead, we'll find a small merchandising kiosk to our right. Looks like some hats in there mainly right now. And straight ahead, Donkey Kong Country. But before we go through that portal, to the right of it, see that right there? That's the restrooms. Men's, women's, and family restrooms. And now we can go through the portal to Donkey Kong Country. Enjoy the drums. Drums throughout the whole land. And more spots to use your power-up band. One main attraction in here, but it is so cool looking. There it goes right there. I'll give you some more awesome shots of that roller coaster. Mine Kart Madness. But first, to our right after you enter the land, is Funky's Flying By. So that's the portal we just entered. So after you enter it, to your right is Funky's Flying By, which is a little retail shop. Also has another power-up band location. But it's kind of an indoor-outdoor shop on the smaller side. Donkey Kong related merchandise in here. Mugs, t-shirts, hats. All types of just fun Donkey Kong merch. It's awesome, quite honestly. I love it. I love Donkey Kong. So now we're leaving Funky's and walking towards the back of Donkey Kong Country. But before we get to the back, this is the area for the amazing Donkey Kong meet and greet. This is a must-do when visiting Donkey Kong Country. It is so cool. Get your picture with Donkey Kong. To our left over here, some more interactive games. This is a kind of a drum game for you. The attendant will help you out with any rules on how to score well, I guess. And now to our right, the Bubbly Barrel. This is a popular snack spot. This is very popular. It's a pineapple banana soft serve with like pineapple juice as well. And it comes in a very, very cool Donkey Kong cup. This is the souvenir cup, so it's like $19. But if you don't want the souvenir cup, it'll come like that. So either way, it's less money obviously without the souvenir cup. But there you go. Let's make it look all pretty again, and I'll give it a try. But it's topped with like caramel popcorn and like bits and pieces of truffle. And the ice cream. Oh my god, this is so good. I should not have tried this. I'm gonna be addicted to it. A couple more things I want to say about this. I love the banana ice cream, and I like that it comes in this little cup versus putting everything in the souvenir cup. That way you can carry around your souvenir cup all nice and clean, you know, and you don't have to go wash it out or anything. So I like that aspect of it, and I love the taste of it. So I try not to be too dramatic in anything I say, but I'm gonna say this. This beats any Dole Whip I have ever had. This is amazing. So now moving on from the Bubbly Barrel, continuing to the back of Donkey Kong Country, we have Mine Kart Madness. Let me tell you what the height requirements are for this. 40 inches is the minimum height requirements. Guests between 40 inches and 48 inches must have a supervising companion. To the right of the queue entrance, the test seats are right over there. Some people use it for shade, but there's the test seats. There is a single rider line. It does not have an express right now. There's a spot for it eventually, and lockers are not needed for this ride. Mine Kart Madness does not require you to put stuff in a locker, in a cubby. You just step into the ride vehicle, and anything you have with you, you just place at your feet. As we make our way back to the front of the country, I just remembered I do have a warning for you when it comes to Mine Kart Madness. It is not a very smooth ride. It's kind of rough, kind of jerky. I don't know if it's meant to be that way, like themed that way, because you're on like a rickety, broken track. But if you have any type of back issues, it could be an issue for you to ride this ride. As we watch it one last time. It is super cute to watch though. Here's a few things of note as we take another look at the entire world. The power-up bands, you do link those to the Universal Orlando app. And then here's something interesting that could be in the works regarding this land and the Nintendo Switch. That gaming console eventually may have a feature that takes data from your power-up band or the app somehow, which will allow you another way to keep tabs on everything going on in Mushroom Kingdom. And you'll even be able to bring your Switch with you to Super Nintendo World, which will enable you to interact with park features. We think that's what's going to happen in the future. It all sounds very cool, and hopefully that does come to fruition, but I like the synergy that could be happening with this land and the Nintendo Switch. Should you need guest services, the closest to Super Nintendo World is just right outside the portal, right there. And should you need first aid, the closest one is going to be at the front of the park. Do me a favor, if you found this video helpful in any way, give it a thumbs up so YouTube will show it to more people. And I feel like if you watch this video 2 or 3 times before your visit, you'll be an epic gamer when you visit Super Nintendo World. Until then, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun.